Well, so good afternoon and a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For the toss, it's a PHONEIX players have won the toss and they have decided to field first. And brutal batters, openers Parag and Hemant Kumar to face Kedari in the very first over. We already have 4 wides in this over itself. This man is trying something new which is leading him to give those wides. That was a wayward throw. That was a wayward line. And that goes to the fence and no ball that was. Abhishek strikes. And it's Abhishek strikes. It's Hemant has to walk back. A bit of inside edge and that goes on to the stump. So middle wicket dislocates. It's 17 with the loss of 1. We are in the second over. Well, in at number 3 in comes Srinivas to join Parag for the rest of the action. With last ball of the second over. And that goes wide, way far away from the outside leg stump. And a good ball in the end. Just 3 runs and a wicket coming off Abhishek's first over comes to an end. Now it's 18 with the loss of 1 after 2 overs. Well, in comes a new bowler. It's Sunil for the third over. Starts with a low full toss. Looks stylish, but nevertheless a check shot from Parag for a single. Well, he tries to go over the fence, a bang bang shot, but nevertheless he gets a single in the end. Outside edge, definitely was an outside edge. And that hasn't carried to the keeper. So a dot ball. A huge mix-up. Now Srinivas has to walk back. That was a big miscommunication by both these batters. So second wicket falls on a run-out way. That was a lovely ball. Sunil. Not giving the batter to room his arms, to free his arms. Indeed, a good bowling effort from Sunil. Just a flick of the wrist. And just fall in front of the boundary rope, and that goes through the fence. And that just looked like a Rashid Khan's trademark snake shot. What a shot that was, and he gets off the mark with a beautiful shot. So 8 runs and a 8 runs and a run out comes in the third over. It's 26 with the loss of 2 after 3. Well, for the last over of the power play, in comes a new bowler. It's Sinu starts with a couple of wides. And a bit of unique action. Time for spin indeed. Was miles up in the air, catches the call. There's no one that would fall. Start on the no man's vacant area. One bounce and right long on fielder. Almost covered a mile there. 1 run shot. Signals by umpire, so just a single under his name. And that brings Parag once again on strike. Short ball on the back foot. And gets a single. Protection there at deep mid wicket. Well, as far as Parag is batting, deep mid wicket fielder would be a busy note. That was his favorite zone. Time wide, far away. Miles away from the crease. Once again a wide. Couple of wides. Just a tap there. A good call. An early call. Enough to steal a single there. And steps out this time of no ball, says the umpire. As that was pitching far away from the wicket. And would get a free for Parag. On the back foot, on the back foot. One bounce into the fence. Used it pretty well and pretty decently for a boundary. Now full toss. And with no mercy, he goes over the fence. That was a lovely shot indeed. It comes from the middle of the bat. What a lovely shot. What a lovely shot that was.
As per rules,
Catches the call and he beat the spectator there. And that goes over the fence. Couple of maximums from the bat of Parag. And he's dealing with maximums now. So 24 runs coming straight away off the 4 overs. Now it's 50 with that maximum on the board. So 50 with the loss of 2 for brutal batters. So once again, that brings their most economical bowler so far. Just 3 runs and a wicket. Abhishek comes into the attack, starts with a dot ball. Beautiful ball that was. Once again, Prashant tries to go downtown But nevertheless, a dot in the end. A couple of dot balls to start Abhishek's second over. Well, down the ground that goes. And a single in the end. Well, that was a good comeback from the bowler Kedari.
Good comeback from both the bowlers. The previous over he had only a couple of runs and now 2 runs again. Got to see what the last ball goes to.
This last bowler, Prashant on strike.
Can he make it a big? Can he make it a big? Possibly no. The third man saves the boundary just for a single and a good over and finish off in style. Just 3 runs of the over. 6 overs done. It's 55 for 2. And he starts with a dot. That's a good start from Krishna. He is dumps the wicket, but it goes down the leg, and it's a wide and a boundary, wide and a 4.
Well, a welcome boundary, a wide +4, so 5 runs on the board. A brutal batters. Tries for a flick of the wrist. Nevertheless, lovely ball. Tries to go on the onside. A cross-batted shot in an action, but a dot ball. Consecutive dot balls from Kittu, and putting the pressure straight away after conceding those 5 runs in the form of wides. That's Mr. KK who's bowling Kittu Krishna.
Beautiful drive.
And that goes to the fence. Well, a welcome boundary. Puts a lot of pressure on Prashant, but nevertheless, he gets a relief boundary. So a couple of balls to finish his first over. Also the 7th over too. Well, that was the leg bice. So there's no runs on offered. Violet dot ball right on the block hole, aiming those leg stump and the middle. Once again, a beautifully bowled. No chance for the batter. End of 7. 64 for 2. After 7 overs.
From the track.
So that was a good ball. Outside off stump delivery. Not giving the batter. But nevertheless, he's going on to the onside, which was his go-to shot and his favorite zone too. But nevertheless, a dot at the very first ball. Oh, a short square leg fielder in an action for a single. Fans up and out, direct hit. Would be an interesting, yes it does. Bullseye. Shiv Sunil, SS makes no mistake, and Prashant has to walk back. So third wicket falls for brutal batters. It's 65 with a loss of 3. We are in the 8th over. Aerial he goes. And dispatched it comfortably right on the back foot. Parag makes no mistake. That kind of looks like a Riyan Parag shot, but nevertheless, it's the Parag who's in our Premier League. Lovely shot on the back foot. Well, 2 is the call from Parag. Will he get it 2? And a quick and fast running between the wickets. Direct hit would be interesting once again. But good and quick running between the wickets by Veera and Parag. Steals a couple of runs. So maximum followed by those 2 runs. Got building the pressure and also building the partnership too. Low full toss. Not mid wicket fielder. Well, so a run out and a couple of 9 runs comes to it is over itself. Well, it's 73 with a loss of 3 after 8 overs. Well, KK to continue. That's with the dot. Beautiful ball that was. And Veera has no chance. He tries to leave, but nevertheless, that's hitting onto his legs. So a dot ball. Just a tap there, a tap and a single. So he gets off the mark on a good note, and which brings a Parag on strike. Playing almost around 200 strike rate, this man in this match. From double K to Parag. Well, that was a white. That was a white. Yes, it is a white down the leg. Protection there at deep square leg gets a single. Well, meanwhile, Veera is interested for a second run, but Parag says no. Steps out this time. Short mid wicket fielder couldn't stop the ball. Couldn't stop the single too. So only single in the end. At the wide, long off. Sino, the bright smiling face, takes a comfortable catch. So 9 overs have been completed. It's 77 with the loss of 4. A good promising innings by Parag comes to an end. So that brings the new batter. Well, Abhishek, once again, their most economical over. And he's been bowling for his last over of his spell. So far, he's just given 5 runs and picked the wicket early on. This time down the ground, keeper says, but good and quick running between the wickets as both the new batters were in the middle as they have fresh legs, and gets a comfortable single in the end. So Suresh in comes as number 5 batter, and that was a wide, very far away from the outside off stump. Well, down the ground, long off. Settled for a single. Steps out this time with the dancing shoes. Gets a dot. Once again steps out. Chance of a catch that was, but nevertheless that was not an easy catch to take right in the follow through itself. So just 4 runs coming, and a good and a quality economical over of Abhishek, and his spell comes to an end. It's 81 with the loss of 4 after 10 overs. Well, so that brings Kedari a change of bowling, and he gets us a wicket. Well, finally into the wickets column, Kedari, and he pulled himself pretty well, pretty decently. That was on the slot, but nevertheless that was a slow length delivery. So batsman has no idea. Now in comes new batter, it's Yuvraj. Beautiful ball, a slow off cutter. At number 6, in comes Yuvraj. Consecutive dot balls, putting pressure on the new batter. Down the ground this time. Deep covers. So he gets off the mark. Outside edge catches the call. Will get a single in the end. So valiant over so far, good and economical over. Strikes early on in this over itself, and he beats the wickets column. And that was a dot ball. So dot ball. Just 2 runs and a wicket coming off Kedari's last over. That was a beautiful over from him. So 11 overs have been completed. It's 83 with the loss of 5. So for the last over of the first innings, in comes new bowler. It's Ishwar Reddy. Meanwhile, it's 83 with the loss of 5.
Can they put 17, 100 on the board?
Can they make to the triple digit score? Well, a change in the field with last over. Ishwar Reddy starts with the full toss delivery, beaten by batter, and so does keeper too. Well, a third man fielder has a lot of work for the last over's first ball. Inside edge that was, and gets a couple of runs. Length ball, catches the call. Tata bye bye. Suresh the man. Gets to his first maximum in the last over. Once again, chance of catch, but that goes all over the fence. So these runs matter a lot, and Suresh is giving all those runs, exactly delivering it. That was a slow lane delivery, and look at gets a dot. Good to see change of pace straight away after those couple of maximums. Coming round the wicket this time. Just a couple of balls, and Suresh is on strike. The man who's hit 2 beautiful sixes. This time, maximum that was sure shot. Yes, it does. 100 on the board. And Suresh is delivering it pretty well right in the last over itself. With that maximum, 1 or 3 on the board for brutal batters. Between the wickets, Yuvraj the man. Trying to go for a third run indeed. And it does. So 2 runs to finish the over, in fact the innings. So 106 is what the target.
ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయలేదు 160 అనుకున్నా కదా.
మరి హర్షల్ పటేల్తో ఏదైనా సాధ్యమే బ్రో.
So both the batters, Nikhil and Abhishek, were the openers for Phoenix Flyers. Parag was the bowling and starts the things off. Starts with a white, a couple of dot balls in the end. The first runs on the board with the bat.
అయ్యే బ్రో 5 అని చెప్పిండు అన్న. 5 ఓన్లీ 5 అన్న వచ్చి 5 రన్స్ యాడ్ చేయమన్నాడు. దేవాప్రియ అని ఉంటాడు.
So just 2 runs to finish the first over, and meanwhile 5 runs have been added as a penalty for the jersey. So 7 runs on the board after first over. Flick of the wrist, and that goes to the fence. Beautiful shot that was. First boundary comes from the bat of Nikhil. A comprehensive shot. That was a shot of authority from him. Outside edge. for a dot ball. So 6 runs coming off the second over. It's 13 with no loss after 2 overs. Beautifully played. First ball, a welcome maximum from him. What a shot that was. So he joins the party. Well, please send some new balls as this man is batting. And he gets to a boundary. Well, a 6 followed by those couple of wides and now a boundary. Beautifully played. Good sweep shot that was and a swept for a boundary. Just a tap there. The damage has been done so far right in the first 5 balls itself in this over. Once again a sweep shot. So protection there and nevertheless that goes to the fence. So an expensive over, 23 runs coming straight away. It's 36 with no loss after 3 overs. Well, for the last over of the power play, in comes Parag. For his second over starts with a wide. So 3 dot balls, followed by the first wide. Now bowling it tight by Parag, as we can see. Just 3 runs given so far and has 9 deliveries. At this time, try something new. But nevertheless, a couple of runs is what required. But settles for a single in the end. They are attached to go for a single, and yes, they've gone a single, which brings Nikhil on strike for the last ball of the power play. The last ball of the power play. Nikhil on strike. Flicks on offer there. That would get a couple of runs. So quick running between the wickets. That was a good collection and a good stumping, but nevertheless, good running between the wickets. So 6 runs coming off the last over of the power play. It's 42 with no loss after 4 overs. Here, And that goes all over it. Beautiful shot. That was a friendly full toss. And dispatched comfortably. Down the ground this time. Chance of chase. Yes, it does. Good stop. So, couple of runs.
Parag.
So, with that, 2 runs. 50 on the board for PHONEIX Flyers. Once again, a full toss delivery. Protection would be there, but that goes to the fence. Powerful shot. That was a beautiful shot. Well, no chance for the batter. In fact, the fielder.
No. Pierre, the best man.
The tap and a single is what they're doing right after the boundary. Well, 13 runs coming straight away. Flicks it this time onto the pads. Beautifully placed. So welcome boundary for Abhishek. Lovely shot that was. On the back foot this time. Catches the ball. Fielder under it. The catch drop. Will only get a single in the end. Nevertheless, the man at a deep mid wicket. This time on the back foot, give himself some room and dispatched onto the vacant area after so long time. And Nikhil gets his strike and he delivers with a boundary.
Good stop.
Well, a good stop in the end. Only a single right after those 3 crackers down the ground. Onto the pads. That was his bread and butter. Comfortable shot, a zing amazing shot. For a maximum, so 6 to finish the over, 20 runs coming straight away off the 6th over. Now with 75 after 6 hours with no loss. From now on 31 is what required in 36 deliveries. Well, so Parag has to continue. His last over starts with a wide. In fact, that was a no ball, and that goes to the fence. So a free delivery for Nikhil right at the very first ball. Well, a free delivery. Nikhil on strike. Well, a seam of delivery, a dot ball. That was a crucial dot ball. Up in the air, catches the call. A just short ball in front of him, and that goes to the fence. Well, tries to clear and to go over the fence and over the fielder's head, but nevertheless gets a boundary in the end. As you can see, that was on the slot, on the length, dispatched it comfortably, but good valiant stop, but nevertheless the ball races to the fence. This time through the covers, a wide midfielder would be a spectator there. Shot of the day. Outside edge catches the call. There's no one there to take it. So a dot ball. Couple of boundaries followed by the dot ball. The last over of Parag spell. Well, he tries to go for an innovative shot. Well, so boundary to finish the over. So 17 runs coming off the last over by Parag. It's 92 with no loss after 7 overs. From now on, 14 is what required in 30 deliveries. Down the ground, up and over. Well, with that maximum, Abhishek gets to his 50. He gets to his half century in his style. What a way that was. Beautifully played over bowler's head. And this man is in a hurry now. Down the ground for a drive. Flick of the wrist, flick of the wrist. Well, chance of a run out. And with that overthrow. So 5 runs coming straight away. And with that overthrow, 100 on the board for Phoenix Flyers. Just a couple of runs to take on a winning note. And 3 balls to finish the 8th over. Well, so scores are level. Just 1 run is what required. And the partnership moves to 100. Well, he goes aerial. Parag under it. And takes it. Well, goes up for a fancy shot in the end. Batsman name? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So 1 run is what required. Chetan on strike. Outside edge catches the call. And he gets it. Well, Chetan comes in and goes back.
Suresh.
Suresh the man who completes the catch. Batsman name? So 13 runs and a couple of wickets to finish the over. It's 105. With the loss of 2 after 8 overs, from now on just 1 run is what required. Bowler Suresh. That's it. That was a shot. And dispatched it beautifully for a boundary. So these guys have won, Phoenix Flyers have won by 8 wickets. A comprehensive victory, completed the match under 8 overs. We'll be right back with the presentation ceremony.